Hello, 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 beautiful people of the world. Welcome to the Happy Conversation Idea Show, where you can witness thoughts, ideas, and story of the happiest people around. And today we have a very special guest. But before I get into his broad and vast and uh, amazing introduction, I would like to give in a scenario. Have you ever wondered, like Denzel Washington, his career started in his interview said that he used to work in New York as a garbage collector and all. And in his video, it's been remarkable where an actor can start from his humble beginning to where even Brad Pitt started to become a chicken man and sell the sales work and all. So have you ever wondered, like all these phenomenal great artists, they started from humble beginning and they've reached the pinnacle. And we have today a very special guest, and it's something like that. He has done remarkable work in his line of a field. Jeff Cooper. Yes, Jeff Cooper is a lifelong artist, creator, an entrepreneur. While formerly studying fine art, designing music, he became involved in a series of entrepreneurial ventures. These include his role, the founding of several tech companies, the first at the age of 22. Wow, interesting. After many years, he achieved a degree of success in the tech business world. Ooh. Along his role in the co-founding and selling a major health management platform, it was after this he pivoted and decided to devote himself entirely to his creative pursuit. His entry into this was through writing. This swamped a number of other passions, including acting, voice acting, and comedy. In 2021, Jeff is a full-time actor, voice actor, improviser, and a podcast host. But Jeff still paints and composes music in his spare time. Please welcome Jeff Cooper.
Hey, happy. Wow. What an introduction. Thanks so much. Great to be here.
My pleasure. Thanks for coming and giving your precious time to make the world happy here today. And I'm so excited to know about you, and all the audience are excited too as well. So let's start with that. I would like to know, please tell us about your childhood story, which turned out to be a massive success at this age.
Wow. Okay. It's going back to my childhood, huh? Okay. All right. Well, now there's varying degrees of success that I've had in my life. I wouldn't compare myself to Denzel Washington or Brad Pitt yet, but let's go back to, me being a young child. I was always a very creative spirit. So when I was young, I was really into drawing. That was kind of my passion. And that probably took, I took a break from that, through my teens. And when I was in high school, I started composing music, and I taught myself to play piano at, I guess that would have been around the age of 19. I'll fast forward. I go to university. I'm studying graphic design, and I have a minor in music. And at that time, I did start my first tech company, and that was with a partner. We were doing these flashy websites. Back when people weren't really doing those. And then that turned into another career where I was working as a graphic designer. Actually, it was my partner and I had teamed up and then moved to Vancouver. This would have been back in 2001. And nice. It was a good move. And then we had started a business that lasted about 6 months or so until I met my next business partner. And long story short, we went on to do medical software. And that was for about 12, 13, 14 years until we had developed this one product that we had sold to another company. And after that, I really didn't know what to do with my life. So I started back into my creative pursuits, where I was involved in animation briefly, working on creating a pilot and developing an animated series. And that's when I had gone into the recording booth, and I did such a terrible job of recording.
We all do that in the beginning.
Yes, it was my first time. I had no idea what I was doing, although I had the hubris to think that I might. I had wrote a character for myself, went to record it, and it was bad. So I thought, I need to
That's why you're so kind and humble. That's what I said. This all biggest star, they have a humble beginning. They admit that. That's a gentleman.
Well, I'm still in a humble phase. But at this point, this was the very beginning, and I had decided that I needed to do some voice acting classes and also some improv classes because I needed to kind of open up a little bit. So I did, and I followed that passion until I decided, well, what if I did acting too to kind of supplement those two things? And then I decided, yeah, I could do this too. I like this as well. And then, yeah, here I am in what are we, 2021? I don't really know what else to do, so I'm just continuing to do voice acting, improv, and like you said, I sometimes still paint and do some music composition, and I have a podcast as well. Yeah,
it's very famous, and I'm very fan of your podcast too as well. So I've been
thanks so much.
Yeah. I've been doing a case study. I need to know who I'm going to interview, man. It's not an ordinary person. It takes courage and intelligence to interview some people. You know, you need to know who they are, where they're coming from, and it's a privilege and honor too to ask about personal life question. And you allowed me, so it's an honor too as well, Jeff.
Wow,
great. Nice. Well, thanks for sharing this inspiring story. So please tell about, why did you leave the corporate world? What was the reason behind?
Well, it was twofold. I'll tell you, because we did achieve a degree of success, and frankly, after that, there wasn't too much to do but kind of start over again. And at that point, I think my partner and I both decided we wanted to move on to do something else. And I had been unfulfilled creatively for well over a decade, because although I would do occasional, I would go do some painting stuff here and there, some drawing. There wasn't a lot of time. There was always a business to run. So I couldn't really pursue what I loved. And I had the inclination to, the first project was this animation thing, and to just start that up and devote my time to that, and then everything kind of spiraled from there.
Wow, this is great. That's very inspiring too, and a creative as well. So you went into acting and a lot of theater play also, I believe you have done. So please tell us, how and when the best role come to you?
Wow, how and when the best roles had come to me.
Your all roles are best, but every actor has that. You know what? This is what exactly I was looking for, and bingo.
Well, I guess I've been lucky to have auditioned for some projects that they decided that they wanted me for. I've also I've had some success in that I did a movie last year, a role that I'm proud of. I haven't it's not out yet, but I had actually been very lucky for that one, because I was originally hired to play just a smaller role. And it turned out that one of the actors couldn't make it for the rehearsal. So the director had got me to read for this actor in the rehearsal, and she liked my performance. And so then I went on to do a much more substantial role. So that would have been a matter of luck, yeah. But
oh, wow.
I think, at this stage of my career, I'm still seeking out. I would like to broaden my range of roles. So I'm willing to take on lots of roles to kind of decide what it is, that suits me best, and spread my wings a little bit.
Would you like to tell the name of the movie, or?
Yes, I can plug that movie. That movie was called Box of Freedom.
Box of Freedom. Wow.
Yeah, and it's being submitted to festivals right now. So it might be a little while before we could see it.
Congratulations. High five for that.
Thank you.
Great. Now, as you mentioned that there was someone that you got inspired. Now please tell us, what did you learn from the other passionate actors or actresses?
Actors that I've worked with in my career? Well, I will say that when I do classes, or when I'm on set, or if I'm doing improv, I have met so many fantastic creative people that have been, I do feel humbled in their presence, and feel very proud to have some of them as friends. So I think my friends and colleagues are a constant source of inspiration. Okay. Everybody does things differently. And I think I can learn from everybody to a degree.
Okay. That's great. Do you also get any inspiration from, apart from that, maybe from Hollywood or other film industry, Bollywood, anywhere that you got inspired that before even meeting your colleagues and co-stars?
Oh, absolutely. In fact, before I decided to study painting and music, my first major was film studies because I was kind of a film nerd back in the day. So yes, and constantly, yeah, I'm in awe of so many actors that are out there and working in film. And I still watch a lot of. I mean, who doesn't? I mean, I still watch a lot of film. Yeah,
Of course, everybody.
yeah,
Especially during this pandemic, everybody watching a couple of movies every day. It looks like that.
yes, yeah. I try not to do more than two a day.
Great, great. Excellent. So you have done quite a few the comic role and in the movies and the other plays too. So please tell us about the happiest or the funniest scene you did with your an actor, if you can remember any.
The funniest scene? I get for some reason. Okay, like what immediately comes to mind is a scene that was funny in a couple ways. I mean, I think it read as funny in the film, but the filming of it was very funny after the fact. We were on set and I had to, I was being served this like meal that was supposed to be disgusting. Like it was actually being in the script, it was written that they had found it from a dumpster and it kind of looked that way. And for whatever reason, we had to do several takes. And the take was really, the scene was just me eating it, chewing it a little bit, them telling me what it was, and then me spitting it out. But they wanted to get a lot of coverage of that. So we probably ended up filming that thing for about, at least 2 hours. And it got cold. Wow. It got disgusting. And they were good about kind of, changing it up. Like it wasn't the same bowl that I was eating all the time, but I did have to put it in my mouth like several times. So I hope that made for good comedy.
Oh, that's good. I hope so. That scene will be visible and you can share the clip or something.
Yeah, I might. Yeah.
Yeah. So the audience can get more excited to see in that real momentum that you are doing, trying to eat that or eat not.
I still have some trauma over that, but yeah, I could probably muster up the courage to share it.
That's good. That's good. Definitely. These are the glorious moments that you all remember that. Yeah. Now, please tell us what is the happiest part of being an actor or a voice actor?
Well, do we want to do actor, voice actor?
Let's do both because there are two different
disciplines. Yeah.
Disciplines, yes, of course. One is on the screen, one is off the screen, behind the screen, right? So if you can just share both parts, please.
Well, I do really enjoy the whole process of both of them. So some actors aren't big fans of auditioning, for instance, but I love auditioning. So I love actually going out and trying to get the roles. So that's either for, in film, and then in voiceover, we do a lot of auditioning as well. Being on set is the most fun thing I find. And as for voice acting, it's a unique discipline because you have to, you're kind of isolated. You don't really have a lot to go off of. Sometimes you're recording the lines by yourself. There's nobody else there. So you have to imagine who you're speaking to, imagine the environment that you're in. I find a great deal of joy in doing that. If I'm doing it well, then I'm enjoying it. Yeah.
So what's wrong with if you're not doing good? So you become unhappy?
If I'm not doing it well, am I unhappy? Is that the question?
Yeah.
Yes, sure. Yes. Yes. If I'm not doing it well, I am unhappy. Yeah.
If I would be a director, I will capture the scene. I will portray it. Then I say, look at this, Jeff. This is how you look when you're unhappy. Make sure that it boosts you up and then give you some good incidents.
Well, I'd appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah, my pleasure. Yeah, no, that's I've been into modeling and acting in the past, and sometimes when things don't go well, and then your actual real character comes out, and your behavior shows up, and when you're upset, and sometimes you are trying to improvise and bring your own words or dialogues, and sometimes it works. Yeah, I remember I've done a commercial ad in past, and it didn't go according to the script, and I've been keep doing something else, and actually my director liked it. I said, you know what, let's stick to this. This sounds more better and funny.
Wow. Yeah. So you helped write it in a way.
Yeah. That's what. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say that improv, it brings me a great deal of joy. In fact, I could probably answer that question again by saying that if I'm able to do improv on set, that's probably me at my happiest.
Okay. Well, that's
Yeah.
great. Yeah. So
Yeah.
other actors and aspiring actor and model, they're listening, and probably they'll get some hint and clue from that.
Yeah. It's the most fun. Yeah.
It's the most fun. Yeah.
Most
Great.
fun.
Now, how do you like to play comedy?
Well, it does depend on the role. I think that successful comedy is often played real. I mean, there's different styles of comedy. So you
Okay.
could be doing something very zany and slapsticky, but I do find reality to be very funny. And if you're able to drop into that in your performance, I think that you definitely have the ability to do something comedic. Yeah, for example, if I'm eating that garbage food and I'm just thinking about how much I hate that food, that could be very funny.
Okay. Wow, that's great. That's good. Now, have you, while on the set, have you shared any incident you would like to share that when your clue came and the director says light, sound, camera, action, and you forgot your scene or dialogues?
You're asking if that's happened before?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah.
and how you reacted and acted?
Well, okay. I mean, I will say that I've gotten much better at memorizing because, in fact, I had started doing improv before I started doing acting, on-screen acting that involved a script. So I had to learn how to actually honor a script, and that includes memorizing lines. I would say that there's been times where I've forgotten the lines and I've been able to improvise and we've made it work.
Yeah.
I guess in other instances I might just freeze and look like a deer in the headlights, or call for a line and just do the take again. Yeah, but I try not to do that. Yeah.
Director will say, "Wake up, Jeff!
Yes.
The dream is over. Now let's put into action."
Yes. Hopefully, I don't get that note. And if there's any directors out there that are listening to this, I will say that I do spend a lot of time on my lines, so it's probably not going to happen.
No, it's okay. I know I should be not asking, so I will censor. I will cut this one.
No. Yeah. This is great. Yeah.
They will say, "Happy, what kind of interview you've been taking me?" Asking all the questions. Well, this is all reality. We all go through with that. People, biggest actor, they're frozen and freeze and they don't know. Well, it's a learning curve. Like nobody came out from the mother's womb and being in a superstar. We all learn from scratch. So it's a journey.
So many things, right? Happy? I mean, you probably experienced that too.
Oh, yeah. I experienced a lot. Yeah. And I've been always inspired. And I did a lot of errors during my acting and modeling journey that I actually never used to, when I used to forget my lines or the scene or maybe my clue with the co-actor and all, I never came up and said like, "Oh shoot, sorry, I forgot." I end up doing some comic and reality. Like, you know what? I merged my mistake into a creative way that I pretended I never forgot my lines, but I was doing something else and I forgot. So I didn't froze like, "Oh, sorry, give me another chance. Please take another one." No, I didn't came up with a sorry, but I made it very humorously, like, you know what? "Oh, this is what I was supposed to say, but forgive me. Next time I'm going to do it." I made it very comic way to merge that the red face, like frozen one.
Yes. So in other words, you as the character, justified not remembering your line, and that kind of fulfilled the performance.
Yeah, and I was shocked. Sometime the director said, "You know what? We got it. What you were trying to say. We will change the line." I said, "What?" Yeah, hilarious.
Yeah, amazing.
Yeah. So tell us, like, have you ever thought about doing, apart from other like a Hollywood movie, and you thought about doing some regional movies, some different language movies like Bollywood and Spanish? Or
man, that would be fantastic. I do speak Spanish.
You see, that's what I wanted to catch on you.
Oh yeah, well, yeah. I speak French. I've had maybe once or twice I've had the opportunity, mostly in voice, to use another language.
Okay.
Yes, I would love that. I'd love to go to Bollywood. I'd love to shoot a movie in Europe, Latin America. Sure. Yeah.
And do you have any preference? What kind of role would you like to play? An action, romantic, comedy, or A villain? What would you like?
Oh, I like villain. I like villainous roles. I like playing somebody villainous.
Okay.
I kind of like the idea lately of playing a character that is good natured, seemingly,
Okay.
seemingly a nice guy, but with maybe some dark undertones and like a little bit of villainy.
Okay. I hope all the directors are listening. Maybe after they say, like, who is this Jeff? Come on.
Yeah, where are all the directors? Come on, directors.
Don't want to insult. Great, great. Well, thanks. Now let's do the second round we call "Make the World Happy" round, and your wonderful
all right.
answers are yes. It's kind of a
Okay.
rapid fire round, and let's see what we got. How are you going to make this world happy now? You already making, but you will make it on live as well. So tell us, who inspired you to become the successful actor you are today?
One single person.
Oh, anybody? It's your question. You rule it.
Okay,
You're the boss.
I will. I'll shout out one of my, I'd say, mentors in improv. I'd say, yeah, Margaret had, who was an improv coach of mine, had inspired me to do a whole lot, and
Okay.
saw a lot in me. Yeah.
Okay, that's good. I hope Margaret is listening, and after the show, probably say like, "Hey, thank you. You took my name."
Yeah.
Otherwise, this scene was censored. Cut. No.
Right. Yeah.
I know. Great. Okay. Next, if you have to direct an act in a funny movie, what will be the name of the movie?
Okay, so I'm directing and
acting, and you're also creative that you will decide the name of the movie.
okay, and this is a comedy. Where's it? Can you give?
Comedy.
Where's it set? Is there
It's
any?
a funny or comedy movie. Yes.
Okay.
You have to give a title to that movie name. You have to give a name to the movie. And
Okay.
you're directing and acting.
All right. Where's my shoes?
Oh wow! Where's my shoes? Wow! I like that. Where's my shoes?
Yeah.
Wow! How did you got inspired with this name? Like, what struck you?
Well, you put me on the spot. I don't know if I could go through the.
What if you find your shoes?
that I had? Yeah.
So in this movie, did you finally find your shoes?
I did find my shoes. They were
Okay.
And the funny thing is, they were exactly where they were supposed to be. After that long adventure that I did. Yeah.
Excellent. And do you remove your shoelace, or you never remove your shoelace? According to research and study, 80% people in the world, the sports shoes, when they wear, runners, they don't remove their lace. They come to the home and they will remove it like that.
Oh, no, I remove my laces. Yeah.
Yes, that's the sign of a greatest actor. See, people who remove their lace every morning and when they come back and tired, this is a sign of a disciplined people, actually. They've seen a research and study. Yeah.
Yes. What we're doing is we're making life easier for our future selves by doing that. Yes.
Great. Cool. Okay. Now, here's the thing. Who is your favorite comedian, actor, or an actress?
Okay. Favorite comedian, actor, actress. Okay. On the spot. I mean, there's so many. Oh my gosh. Who do I like lately? Boy, oh boy. I was watching Kristen Wiig today, who, she's incredible. Okay. For, oh man, favorite comedian. I like Dave Chappelle's stuff a lot. Okay. That's, yeah.
All right.
That's
Charlie
rapid fire
Chaplin,
answer.
Mr. Bean. No, it's all good. You have your own time. We can run on and on. I thought Charlie Chaplin, Mr. Bean.
Charlie Chaplin, Mr. Bean. Yeah, let's put him up there too. Yeah.
Lauren Hardy. These were epic. They were just classic.
Laurel and Hardy. Yeah. That wouldn't have came up. But yeah, sure. Laurel and Hardy.
Yeah. Okay, now this is something related to your passion, like you're the voice actor and all.
Mhm.
So have you watched this movie called Ice Age, right? Remember, this is a very greatest movie, Ice Age.
Yes, I have seen Ice Age. It's been a long time.
It's a long time. There is one of my favorite character, and everyone loves that. It's Sid. So here are a few lines. You have to mimic that because you're a voice actor. So let's say you're in a studio now. You got a lines to say it. So this was a line, his dialogue from this movie, Ice Age. Sid says, they left without me. They do this to me every year. Why? Doesn't anyone love me? Is anybody care about Sid the Slot?
Okay. Assuming that I can remember those lines, I don't remember how the character sounds.
Okay, doesn't matter.
Do I have permission to just create a whole new voice for him?
Yeah, sure, doesn't matter. You're a voice actor, so the audience would love to hear. And you can say in your own dialect. Doesn't have to be perfect, same line to word.
Oh, they left me. Oh my gosh, I can't believe they left me here all alone. Aw. Something like that.
You did it. Exactly. That's what he used to take a big pause, like, say why?
Okay.
Why?
Yes. You're welcome, everybody, for that amazing performance.
I know. He's a great character in that. And the actual voiceover actor is hilarious too as well.
Is that John Leguizamo?
Something like that. I think he's from Latin. Yeah. He's a great personality. Yeah. Okay. Next.
Yes.
Which part of your body can make a funniest sound?
Okay. All right. Lately I can crack my back, which I haven't been able to do for some reason. I guess my spine has loosened up a little bit.
Okay. That's a good exercise. I hope people, when they're driving, they're not able to see, but they will see after the show is edited.
I'll send a tape of me doing back sounds.
Back sounds. Exactly. That's good. Okay. What profession would you like to attempt apart from acting?
Okay, so I get to do another profession. I'm going to be a helicopter pilot.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Wow!
Yeah.
What made you decide that?
It's just so far removed. I know nothing about it, but I do love travel. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when your new helicopter will come, you will own one. Probably I can be your cheerleader. I say, Jeff, you remember me? I was interviewing you. Can I was right?
Are you going to come down from the helicopter? To deliver
we never know. Somebody's shooting. Maybe we'll become a Tom Cruise. Mission Impossible.
Yeah.
Great. Okay. Now, if you and God agree to meet for a minute, what question would you like to ask God?
That's a nice light question. Good. Yeah. So I've only got a minute.
Sorry, I was being so hard on before. Sorry.
Yeah, and I got like 5 seconds to come up with an answer.
No, you don't have. You have a time. Take your time.
Well, I lately. This is such a heavy topic because lately, I don't know. I feel like there's a lot more to this world than what we're led to believe. Are we in a simulation? That's the question I'm going to ask him.
Okay.
Yeah. Is this a simulation?
Oh, all right. I hope maybe in your dream someday you'll get the best answer.
Maybe tonight. Yeah.
Maybe tonight. Yeah, we never know. And the first person you're going to call me, Happy, listen, what kind of question you're asking when you interview? I got the answer.
Happy, wake up.
Wake up, listen. Great. Now, I know you're in this industry in acting, voiceover and all, and I wish you will definitely reach that pinnacle where you'll be receiving a lot of awards and all. Now, this question is, let's say, imagine during the Oscar award, you also been nominated. Okay. Now you are already in the auditorium hall. In a hall already, all the other awards are going on. All of a sudden, you have to pee badly, and you are about to go to leave for washroom to pee, and all of a sudden, the host announced the best comedian actor award winner is Jeff Cooper. What will you do?
Oh boy. Have you seen the movie A Star Is Born? This could go very poorly. So you know what? I'm just going to go pee, and they're going to have to wait for me.
Oh my lordy lord.
Yeah.
Oscar will wait for you. That's good. Okay, so they will wait. Now you come back now. What will you do now?
Oh,
because you're answerable now. Come on.
Yeah. Have they moved on yet? Or are they still waiting for me on the podium?
They're waiting for you.
Well, I'm just going to stroll up and just say like, sorry, man, nature called. Thanks very much. Thank you, God. And by the way, we live in a simulation, people.
Woohoo! That's great. That's very inspiring. Well, I love that the way you put it into the all in that line and character. Excellent. Very well said. Okay. But don't call me after the show. Say, Happy, what kind of question are you asking about me?
I will.
Well, yeah, sure. Now tell me, what best advice you have ever got in your life?
Blanket advice for life or advice for acting?
Anything.
Um,
Let's say
you know,
acting.
okay, well, okay, acting and life. It's I would just say it's not as serious as you think it is.
Okay.
Yeah. So be easy and be easy on yourself. Oh,
That's the answer. I like that. What's the worst advice you have ever got?
worst.
What is the worst
Um,
advice?
there is a laundromat that's just down the street, a few blocks there. The neighborhood gets a little bit sketchy, but they have really good prices. This isn't a foreign city. It didn't end poorly, but it was bad advice.
How recent was that?
This
Is it
would've been
recently you
10
got
years ago
that?
or so.
See, that's your memory. That's why you caught an artist. You remember after 10 years, the worst advice.
Like I said before, I have no control over my thoughts. They're just going into my head.
That's good. I think I didn't put you on a gunpoint. Answer me.
I love it. I love the happy go round. This is great.
Yes, that's why it's spontaneous. The audience love that. It's a very high demanding one. Okay, next. If God makes you a woman for a day, what will you do more of and less of?
Oh boy. Well, man. God makes me a
Hey,
woman
you are a
for the day.
podcast host, and you come across with another host like Happy.
Yeah, that would just be like my mind would be blown. I think the entire day I would just really be just trying to figure out my existence as a woman. I think
Uh-huh. Well, this is more of, and what is the less of?
okay. Man, this is wow. Okay. How do I answer this?
It's your question. You put it anywhere. There is no such law that you're breaking. It's just a happy go round.
So this is just one day. Okay. All right.
Yeah. One
Okay.
day. There's 24 hours.
I'm going to do some rock climbing because I think women, generally speaking, have an ability to do this.
Okay.
They have like stronger lower body strength, and I'm going to do less shaving of my face.
Oh wow! Woo-hoo-hoo. There you go. That's a really intelligent answer. That's an intelligent answer you have given. Excellent. I know how it happens. Like when you are a shaving person. Great.
I don't do a lot lately these days, anyways.
Lovely. Okay, what kind of sound or voice you love to listen?
Okay. Give me a. Let's see. Let's hear like a. What kind of sound or voice?
Yes.
Let's hear.
A lot of my special other guests, they came and say, I like to listen a shore wave sound on the ocean.
Oh, yeah. I was going to say the
sound.
Vietnamese accent for some reason I find very appealing.
Cảm ơn, Jeff, cảm ơn. Anh ơi, cảm ơn.
Okay, there you go.
Xin chào. Xin chào. I've been into Vietnam. I have been adopted 10 kids there 6 years ago.
What? Really?
Yes.
Wow. I didn't know that about you. Amazing.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't tell, but the question is out, so I just like to say now but they are grown up now. Actually, now they are 8-9 years old. They were like 3 or 4.
Yeah.
At that time. Yeah. In northern Vietnam. Yeah, I did that. So I learned a little bit from all the kids. They didn't understand me at all, neither I. But I got a name for my all kids. They call me Basket Man.
Basket Man.
Yeah, because I took them in a traditional basket on my back, and I put one little boy, was 3-year-old, and I went on the mountains to give him a tour.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I did a little what I can do, what's in my reach. They have their own parents and all for the education and all. Did a little sponsoring for them. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
congratulations. That's so great.
Oh, thank you. My
Yeah.
pleasure. So yeah, Vietnamese I know.
Yeah.
They call
Yeah.
they call Anh Ê means brother, I believe, and Xin Chào is hello, and Kamang.
Thank you.
Uh,
Yeah. So
Yo,
would
bro,
you
yeah.
agree that it is a lovely accent?
Oh, lovely! It's beautiful
Yeah.
language. I love that.
Yeah.
All languages on planet Earth are beautiful and melodious. Like I
I
love
agree.
it.
I like languages a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. I know 9 languages, by the way.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay. All
Yes.
right.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
impressive.
Next, move on with you, not me. Now, what do you do when you are happy?
What do I do when I'm happy? I like to celebrate. I would say that I like getting together with friends to celebrate and converse and drink sometimes. Yeah.
Okay. That's
Yeah.
good. That's a good habit. Yeah. Now, what do you do when you're unhappy?
When I'm unhappy, well, I would do the opposite of that. I'm kind of like I deal with problems on my own. Exercise for me is very therapeutic and puts me back into a happy place.
Okay.
Mhm.
Now, share one incident or a habit most actor do and the audience don't know.
Okay, most actors do this, but the audience doesn't know.
Oh,
What a fantastic question.
thank you.
Yeah, they fake it.
Wait, in a public or on the screen?
On the screen, sometimes they fake it, and sometimes it even works. Obviously, you know, the best acting is when you're dropped in and you're really feeling it, and you kind of embody the character and the emotions and everything that's happening in the scene.
Yeah.
But sometimes you just have to fake it.
Okay.
Until you make it.
Right.
Yeah.
I hope you will be not neglected and questioned by other great actors there. Say, Jeff, what are you talking about? Our secret? You're revealing all the secret out there,
Yeah, the secret's out.
and they're gonna catch me too as well.
Yes. Yeah, you got the scoop on it.
Great. Now, being an actor, it is the greatest sign that they say the most superstar and all, they are young, energetic throughout the life. Even they get like George Clooney and all. There are a lot of other actors around the world. It's been said that they are very flirty people, healthy flirt. They do. Now,
Yeah.
on which degree do you agree that actors are actually flirt? They flirt a lot with their co-star, especially.
Well, I would say that in acting you get all types. So I don't know if it would be fair to categorize all of them as flirters. Maybe
Healthy flirt.
healthy flirts. Well, you know, actors can be charismatic and outgoing, but like I said, you get all types. So you'll get actors on set that don't like to talk to anybody.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. And have you flirt on your set with the other co-stars?
No, I don't think so. Unless the
is
role
it-
calls for it.
Is this the fake or is the lie or is it truth? I should consider.
I try to be professional. I don't think that I would be flirting with my co-stars per se. Maybe if I knew them. Maybe.
Okay.
Yeah. Then
And-
yeah, okay, if we had that kind of a relationship, and yeah.
And remember that I'm talking about the healthy flirt here.
Yes, of course. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's how the fun is. Like, you know, when the scenes are cut and behind the scene, like, you know, that's, you are surrounded with your so many crew and spotman and you know, there's a lot of time when you spend with your co-star, and you need to crack a joke here and there to keep the momentum going on. It's a long day.
Yes.
I mean,
Yes,
you cannot sleep behind the scene.
Yes, yeah. You know, I guess maintaining kind of like a jovial camaraderie, between you fellow actors and the crew, yeah.
Okay. So have you ever thought about directing movies?
I have thought about it. It's not something that I'm actively pursuing in my career right now, but it's in the back of my mind, so I'm taking notes.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
thanks. Now, here is the situation. Imagine if you were locked in a room where inside that room is Mr. Beans and let's say Charlie Chaplin. He was
Okay.
alive. So, and you are there. Three of you are locked in a room and you only have 30 seconds to come out of the room. What will you do?
Well, talking to them isn't going to be much hope because they're both silent actors, aren't they?
I like that. That's a good observation.
I would probably try to manipulate Mr. Bean into thinking that it was a contest to get outside the room by trying to one up him. And I think we could rely on Charlie Chaplin's physical comedy to perform some kind of a stunt. You know, depending on what's in the room, I think Charlie Chaplin would be able to scale the wall or trip the lock. Yeah. And I could just sit back and watch.
Okay, that's good. Now, and there will be a voice. It will say "cut" because somebody was already recording inside all this incident.
Oh,
now, if you come to know that, if you come to know that someone was actually recording all three of you, that will be a hilarious moment.
Indeed, it would.
Indeed, it would. Okay, now imagine, Jeff, if you would be the host of this show and I would be the guest of the show.
The happy conversation? Okay.
Yeah. And what question would you ask me?
Well, I'm inclined to know more about your world travels, Happy. I mean, you've already alluded to having, you said 8 sponsored or adopted children in Vietnam.
10.
10. Sorry, in 8 languages.
Yeah. 8, 9, yes.
So I got to know more about that. So is this the happy go round, or is this like a?
Doesn't matter. You can ask your question. The ball is in your hand now. The court, it's in your court. You can ask me any question.
Why don't we ask you a happy go round question? Because those are pretty fun. What's the most amount of cash that you've had on yourself? Like on your person, the most amount of cash that you've had, and why did you have that much cash on you?
Cash as in you can say like liquid, like currency wise?
Yeah, like I'm talking like hard cash. Like have you ever had like in your pocket, $1,000 or more, and why?
I think more than that, actually.
Okay, and what were you doing with all the cash?
That's a good question. I love that. I hope the other special people won't go behind me, but that's a reality. See, actually, it's related to your question, what you're asking me. I had more than that, actually, cash, probably more than 5,000, probably, while I was traveling, actually. So I was having a trip for the Asia for like 6 countries. It was from London, Paris, Dubai, India, Vietnam, Thailand, then Singapore and Taiwan, and back to Vancouver.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. This is what I did. I celebrated 4 years ago. So I did like 7 countries. So I did have that kind of amount of cash actually with me. I think even more.
What was the currency? Did it change?
No, I had US and Canadian both with me.
Okay.
But on the airports, then I exchanged it accordingly, professionally and ethically, of course.
Yeah.
And I knew the rules, how much you can carry on the plane. So that was the time. Yeah, I carried that. But here's the key. Here's a key point. I have traveled around over, I think, more than 20 countries probably. And every country's bill I have with me, and it's on my storyboard. So every country's bill I have till today. I have all the currencies from all the countries I visited till today.
Okay. Yeah, that's great.
And I have taken autographs of the people who inspired me during my journey.
Fantastic.
On the bill. Yeah. And there was a contest in Vancouver going on. I don't know what was. It was a very big painting contest happened. And they asked me, in this room, if somebody have, apart from US and Canadian bill, you will win the contest. And guess what? I had a Vietnamese bill in my pocket.
Yes.
I won the contest.
Yeah. Awesome. What'd you win?
Yeah. There you go. I hope I answered your questions. Sorry.
What did you win? What was the?
Oh, they gave me actually, and funny thing that they gave me a very artistic plane, aeroplane.
Oh, okay.
It was on a on a office desk. You can keep it.
Yeah.
So they gave me a plane, and it's still beside my desk here. I can show you now.
Fantastic.
Great. Yeah, that was the winning thing. Okay. Well, next, what is your favorite word or a quote?
Favorite word or a code? All right. So this is not going to be my banking password or anything.
No, unless you want to tell, and people will be behind you, chasing you. No, let me repeat that. It's not a code; it's a quote. Like the favorite codes, and the most people have their own saying, metaphor, and quotes.
Oh, like a motto or like a
yes, you can say that.
Yes,
inspiration code. Yeah,
like an inspiration code. Ooh, let's just go with a word. I'm just going to go with a word that sounds nice. Philosophy.
Philosophy. Yeah.
It sounds nice.
It sounds nice. Yeah. And I strongly agree on that. A person with his or her own philosophy is not the person. I mean, it's a person. I can be contradicting, and people forget me, my audience. I'm not being a little rude here or strange, but every person should have his or her own philosophy they should live by. And everyone is so unique, and everybody have their own story, like yours and mine, and everybody have the story on planet Earth, and they live with their philosophy. So philosophy is nice.
I think it takes a while to build up your own philosophy.
I agree, and it comes with your age when you grow a little wiser and older, and it comes with that philosophy. Actually, you cannot go and tell people and give practical and professional advice in young age, I guess.
I agree.
But here is the key. Even the young people can put you in a job dropping moment, because the most confusing and intelligent question are the kids. They ask you why.
Yes. It's a good thing I didn't ask you that question.
You can ask me later next time on the show.
Why?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, this is the last question of the show now, and then we will wrap it now. What is your message for the beautiful people of the world? Now, you've been an actor, voice actor, and a great human being as well, and a gentleman as well, because you don't flirt with your co-star. I know. I'm just kidding. And so what is your message to the beautiful people of the world?
Well, can I piggyback on what I was saying earlier about the advice that I was, well, no, let me think. Boy, the world.
Yes, man. Of course, people count on you. You don't even know how many people around the world are watching your, not only this show and your other movies and other roles which you have played. Denzel Washington said once in his story, in his commencement speak, that when he was very young, his neighbor or someone, there was a wonderful lady. She told him that you will be the most famous person in the world, and the world will listen to you, and the day will come. So he told that, actually, I've done so many great movies in my life, and the entire world has been listening. I don't even know who's watching my movie, but that really dream came true, actually. So yours is the same here.
Well, I think that communication is key in this world. And I think that, if people can figure out how to communicate, by whatever means that is at their disposal, that's what they should be doing. So that might include learning new languages, for instance. Yeah.
So true.
Yeah. And listening to each other. Yeah.
No, nice. Go ahead. It's yours.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Kind of like what we're doing. I think, at a macro scale, that would be amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's an art of healthy language. It's art of communication is the key to any relationship in personal and professional way. I strongly agree.
Yes, even spiritual. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's a great art of communication. It's if we just listen, and we can open up all the. Here's one of my favorite saying I used to say. Open the doors and windows of your heart and mind. Open the doors and windows of your heart and mind, and you will reap the harvest of abundance of friends.
Yes. Great. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So listening is a very powerful skill, and it doesn't come easily. It comes with time. And when we listen, we actually can learn more rather than saying something out that we should be not saying. So I agree with that communication.
Great. Yeah.
Great. Well, thanks so much, Jeff, for your precious time. Your thoughts, your ideas, and story was very inspiring and empowering, and of course, hilarious and humorous too as well.
Did I get the role for my Sid
An
audition?
honor, and I want. Sure, of course, you win that. I wish. Here's my little Oscar, and ladies and gentlemen, the Sid role, comic role Oscar goes to.
Sorry, I got to go to the bathroom. Sorry.
Oh my God! Well, welcome back. We were holding your Oscar right here.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
Yes, happy face.
Thank you very much.
Yes, so you are the winner, definitely. And thanks to the audience for supporting and watching the Happy Conversation Ideas show, where you can witness the thoughts, ideas, and stories of the happiest people. This is your host, Happy Bains here, your happiness assistant and noble servant, allowing me to interview all the best and happiest people. Thank you so much, and thanks, Jeff, once again. See you soon.
Thank you, Happy.
On the show. My pleasure.
Pleasure was mine.
Take care. Thanks.
Bye.